Okay, so find a comfortable position to sit. That's why I was telling you guys that if you want to sit a little bit more upright in case you're tight, to grab a pillow, grab a couple of blocks for you to sit a little bit higher. Yeah, because we're going to be doing some spinal work, and if you're pretty tight on the hips or the back, then you probably want to be sitting a little bit higher, much more comfortable, and then we can take it off and work on that. Okay, so it's not the most comfortable thing working out with so much clothes on it now. All right, so find the point of your sit bones where you're sitting nice and comfortable. Start with the legs crossed, whichever position you want, and then we're going to keep recrossing. Let's breathe in and out to the abdomen. So breathing into the belly, breathing out, pulling the belly in and contracting the abdominals. Breathing in and out. So breathe into your hands if your hands are in the belly. Breathe out, pull the belly away from your hands. Two more. Good. So if you want to start taking your breath now to the ribs, go ahead and take to the back side of the rib cage, expanding the rib cage and then the torso. On the breath out, let's start pulling the pelvic floor. So take your pubic bone to your tailbone, sit bones together, lift, scoop the abdominals, bring your hip bones together and your ribs. Breathing in, expanding. Breathing out, contracting. Okay, keep all that working. So try to really open up the back side and front of the ribs. And then bring that pubic bone back towards your tailbone and bring your sit bones together. You should feel the activation of that lower abdominal, keep sinking it. And then when you keep hugging, the hip bones come to the midline, the waist and the ribs all close in. So give me about 3 to 4 more. Always lengthening the spine as well on your breath in. Breathe out, activate the pelvic floor first, scoop the abdominals, hug the hip bones, the waist, and the ribs. Good. Let's add the arms to this. So breathing in, as the arms go up and overhead, remember to not allow the pelvis and the ribs to pop. So don't want to allow the rib cage to come forward. Keep it connected to the pelvis and let just the rotation of the arm happen. So there's nothing going on with the core. You're just still expanding on the breath in. You're making a little more room here under the armpit and to the back. On the breath out, pull everything in. Relax the shoulders and make sure the arms are lifting from the outer arm. Shoulders are down and then relaxing it down. Good. In. Two more. Last one. Good. All right, let's bring the hands behind the head and let's do a rotation. So we're going to breathe and rotate. Try to keep your pelvis still and just rotate from the rib cage and center. Other side, shoulders, elbows, and arms really wide. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, try not to move the elbow. So squeeze your scapulas gently on the back without popping the ribs and rotate, lengthening the spine. Also, press the back of the head into your hands and try to lengthen the neck as you do that. So the scapulas are gently squeezing, elbows and shoulders are reaching wide, and the back of the head is pressing into the hands. Oh, sorry, breathe in. Now let's do it on the breath out. You should be able to go a little bit further. Squeeze the scapula again. Don't rotate from the head. Don't rotate from the arm, from the waist and the spine. Relax the arm, roll the shoulders. Good. Change the crossing of the leg. Nice. And we're going to do back to these breaths, okay? If you need to do a breath in and out here, stabilize everything. I'm still sitting on my pillow. For those of you who just joined, you can sit on anything that's comfortable for you. You don't have to be on the ground. And let's go. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, hug everything down. Breathe in. Feel the breath under the armpits and to the back. 3. Reach. 4. And 5. Good. Bring the hands behind the head. I'm clasping it. Shoulders down, elbows wide. Squeeze the scapulas. Press the back of the hand into the mat. Let's start to the left side. Breathing in for 4 breaths. And back. Don't lead with the elbows. Don't lead with the head. Lead with the waist and ribs. Breathe in. Keep squeezing the scapulas and reaching the elbows wide. Now watch that when you twist, you're not shifting. Okay, so you need to feel equal weight on the sit bones. Now we're going to twist another 4 with a breath out. So breathe in to start and lengthen. Open, squeeze scapula, back of the head, breathe out. Keep squeezing the scapulas. Elbow as wide as you can. Every time you come to the center and you breathe in, you lengthen that spine a little more. Last one. And in, and release and roll the shoulders. 5, front, up and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, so I'm gonna keep progressing on these spine twists, all right? Now, if you have something underneath you and you'd like to remove it, you can. You can certainly keep it under you. We're gonna start now with the knees bent and inner thighs together, okay? So you're going to be in about this position here. Scoop the belly, stack the pelvis under the ribs and the pelvis stack, head right in the center. Okay? And from here, we're going to start again with the hand behind the head. I'm going to go ahead and move my pillow. I think I'm pretty warm enough to now maintain my stability. Okay, so hands go here again, shoulders down and elbows wide. Now squeeze the scapula, press the back of the head into the hand and lengthen. So everybody's elbows are going to be in a different position depending on your tightness level. And let's breathe in to lengthen and rotate. Breathe out, come back in. Keep your inner thighs squeezing. Don't shift the pelvis or the knees. That's why we're squeezing. For those of you with a tight back and you need to put something between your legs, go ahead. Pillow ball, anything. And then rotate from here. What I want you to pay attention is there's no shift on the knees or pelvis. 3 and 4. Now, on a breath out, start to your left again. Lift, ladies, lift, lift. Look up, Tamara. Don't look down and round. Good. Squeeze the scapula, lift that chest. Good. Breathe out. Keep squeezing the inner thigh. Lift that spine. Use your hand to lengthen your neck. Relax. Good. Shake your legs if you need to. Roll, whatever you need to do. It's a lot of work, okay, on the back. This is not as easy as it looks. So if it's too much, again, sit on something high, okay? Now, I'm going to add, so now we're going to try it for those who have the flexibility of the hamstrings and the strength on the back to sit up super tall. You can go ahead and go into this position, okay? Inner thighs together, feet here. Or you have your knees bent like we just did, sitting up on something high. All of these are going to help you. If your back is slightly arched, rounded, don't do it. Either sit on something high or bend the knee to get that back straight. It's useless to do rotations with the back rounded. Okay? So if you can straighten. If not, keep it here where we were. And now we're going to bring the hands behind the head. And with the new position, starting to the opposite side, we're going to go again. So open, reach, squeeze scapulas, press the head into the hand and lengthen through the back of the neck and breathe out and in. Breathe out, keep that chest lifted and in. And 3. Hands behind the head, lift yourself up, look up. Look up, ladies, look up. Don't look down. Good. Now, you're gonna twist and hold. You're gonna open up the arms, bring it back, and come back to center. Lift the head, the chest, open the shoulders, twist, hold. Make sure you're not misaligning the legs. Open the arms. Bring it back to where it was and back to center. Scoop the abdominals, lift, breathe out, twist. Breathe in, open. Reach the arms as far away as you can. Bring it back, center, lift, twist, reach in, center, and relax again. Shake those legs if you have it straight. I lost you guys' connection. Okay, can't see you guys. I'm not sure if you guys can see me, but I lost your connection. I can't see anyone. Okay, you guys can see me? Okay. Yeah, I can't see you guys. So
Mona, can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see you.
No, I can see a picture of Donna or something.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Mountains.
got it.
But everybody else is frozen on my screen. I'm not sure you guys can see me.
Tell them to just give a wave.
But you can hear me, so Khalid, I can
We can-
see. You can hear me.
We can
Oh, they can
see
see
you and hear.
You can see me?
Yes,
Everything is
I see
frozen
you.
on my screen.
All good.
You're not frozen on my end.
Okay, I'm muted. You guys could see me? Everybody could see me? Okay, you are totally frozen for me. So maybe it was something related to Zoom. I don't know. Strange. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue. I think
Mona, you might
good.
want to just shut it down and then everybody call right back again.
We're good. We're good. Everybody's on. Okay. All right. So let's continue our spine twist again. Okay. So continue. Let me do one more here. So legs are straight, zipping the inner thighs together again, if you can, or bent or seated on something high, right? So I want you to start with your arms in front of you. I want you to keep reaching your right arm to me, and then keeping the sit bones and the pelvis still, you're gonna rotate with one arm. As you reach the arm back, this one is still reaching forward to me, okay? And you're looking right at that back arm. And then you're gonna come back in. Reach this left arm to me, and then rotate and bring it back. Somebody is not on silent. I think you, Khalid, if you can put your thing on silent. Rotate and bring it back in. And this is 4. Keep reaching one arm forward, reach the other one back and in. Hold it. You're gonna go one more time. So this, we're starting another round. Hold. Take the arm that was forward all the way back as far as you can. Bring it back in, and then bring this arm back in. Okay? And again, so you're gonna keep one arm forward, rotate the other one back. Then this arm that's forward, I want you to open wide as far back as you can. You should feel a squeeze on your scapulas. Bring it back forward, and then you bring the other one forward. Okay? And again, your right arm stays, rotate. Keep your sit bones and your legs completely still. Open the arm that was forward as far back as you can. Bring it back, bring it in. Last one, sit up tall, everyone. Look up, chest up. Rotate, look at it. The arm that's forward, reaching to the camera or reaching to anything in front of you, opens back. Bring it in, and relax the arms. Bend the knees. And we're gonna do some roll downs. Okay, so here, sitting up really tall on your sit bones, hands behind your thighs. Lift yourself up, inner thighs are together, or you can have something between the legs. Bring your sit bones together, so squeeze the glutes a little bit, scoop the abdominals, roll the pelvis. So watch that you're not rounding the back is still, you're rounding the pelvis. Quick breath into the back, breathe out, scoop and lift. And lengthen the spine. Breathe in to lengthen, breathe out, pull the sit bones together, small squeeze of the glutes, scoop the abdominals, and roll just behind your tailbone. Try to tap that sacrum down. Don't round the upper back. Breathe in to the back, breathe out, scoop and lift. Lift that rib cage off the pelvis. Find your sit bones and stack. For those of you who are comfortable removing the hand, go ahead and remove the arm. Breathe out. Please stay hugging that thigh if you still need to. Try to go as far as you can, scooping that abdominal. Breathe in wherever you can. Breathe out. Scoop, lift. Keep rounding, rounding, rounding. Find the sit bones. Stack. Good. Give me 3 more. Keep your shoulders nice and wide. Keep your arms reaching forward. Try to touch the sacrum or not. Scoop and lift. Keep lifting the body. Don't collapse that C curve. You want to make the biggest C curve you can. Good. Hold it at the top. And now we're going to straighten one leg if possible. Okay, so I'm going to straighten the leg that's closer to you. You may keep it slightly bent if you don't have the flexibility. If you have the flexibility, inner thighs together, leg reaches, arms still reaching, roll back only as far as you can. Use the connection of the inner thigh to give you that support. Breathe in, reach at the top, breathe out, roll. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Okay, so you can breathe in to reach, breathe out to roll. You may breathe in to come up if your belly doesn't pop. This is 5. Good, bring that leg down. Relax for a second, stretch forward if you need to. Come back to starting position, same thing on the other leg. So here's a different angle for you. Leg goes up, or your knee stays here, or you're still supporting yourself, whatever works for you. Reach, and let's go for 5. Scoop and round, go only as far as you can. Lift on a breath in or left out, breath out, straighten the back again, reaching the arm. Lengthen, 3 more. Again, if your hip flexors are bothering you, just bend that knee. Okay? Don't rest your back on the mat. You're only rolling to the bottom of your scapula, tip of the scapula. Good. Release the legs down, and we're going to roll all the way down to the mat. So arms in front of you. Let's come all the way down. Bring your hands to the mat. Separate your feet. Bring it closer to you, and we're going to bridge here. So keep your toes pointing forward. Lengthen your tailbone. Reach the arms down to your feet. Lengthen the back of the neck, and let's do half rolls. Breathe out. Scoop the abdominals. Squeeze your glutes. Roll the pelvis. Keep the ribs and the chest pressing down. Breathe out, roll back down. And again, breathe out, scoop, press into your heels, squeeze the glutes, roll. Breathe in to lengthen the spine. Breathe out, roll down. Good. And keep going. 3. Keep pressing the ribs down more and lifting the tailbone, the thighs, and the pelvis more. Last one. Okay, let's do full bridges. Breathe out, scoop, hollow imprint. Press into the heel, squeeze the glutes, lift. Now, try to peel one bone at a time, keeping chest and ribs down. Press into the scapulas and arms, reaching the hands to the feet. Breathe in, lengthen the body as much as you can. Breathe out, ribs, abdominals, one bone at a time, all the way to tailbone, we lengthen to start again. Breathing in, breathe out, scoop imprint, press into your heels, squeeze the glutes, roll up one bone at a time. Keep the chest, the ribs, the arms pressing down. Breathe in to lengthen the whole body. The thighs are really reaching forward from the highest point. Relax the chest from the esophagus. Bring the spine down, keeping the tailbone as high as you can. All the way down. Good. 2 more. Keep that body as long as you can and mobilize the spine as much as you can. Last one. And we're going to stay up on this one. So hold it here. We're going to take this into marches. First, chest down, ribs down. Tuck your tailbone a little bit more. Stabilize the side away from the camera. Lift and float one leg up. Your arms are helping you stay there. Breathe out, other side. So core activates and then the leg lifts. And the hip bones are the ones that are working really hard to maintain that pelvic stability. Okay, the leg is floating. Shoulders pressing into the mat. The scapulas are pressing. Legs are nice and loose. Nice. Last 2. Keep lifting that pelvis up. Keep pressing those abdominals down. Last one for me. If you guys can even it out, then realign everything. Lengthen those thighs. And from the top, press. Keep that tailbone reaching long into the ceiling. And it's the last thing that touches down. Nice job. Crunches, arms to ceiling. Inner thighs can be together or separate. It's entirely up to you. Tuck your chin, lengthen the back of the neck, and arms can be up here on your side or supporting your head. It's entirely up to you. Let's go. Neutral pelvis, scoop the belly, roll the head, press the back of the ribs into the mat, come up into your crunch, chest nice and open, roll down nice and controlled, much more controlled than the crunch. Reach the arms back again like we did last time if you want more mobility into the arms and more work into the ribs. And control down, good. 3. Keep scooping the belly, more than pushing the belly to the ceiling. 1 more. Good. Hold it here. Imprint, for those of you who can, march the legs up. Either 90 degrees, further back, or as far forward as you want to maintain more working to the lower abdominals. Zip the inner thighs together. Let's do 4 more. Breathe out. Inner thigh, pelvic floor. Scoop the belly, crunch. And down we go. Arms as far as you can maintain the rib stability. And control that descent. Take the arms back. Don't pop the ribs. 3. The legs are not moving from whatever position you chose them to be. 4. Good. Now, for those of you who can, legs go straight. If you cannot, keep it at either down at 90 or just straighten as much as you can. And last 4. Tuck your chin, lengthen, and go. Scoop, zip the inner thighs, scoop the pelvic floor, abdominals, crunch. Chest nice and open. Good. Roll down, control, and challenge those arms and ribs. 2. Good. Tamara, the legs stay straight all the time and to the ceiling. 3. Good. Last one, 4. And hug your knees and roll. So all the stuff we've been doing is to prepare us for the teaser, okay? Between the roll down, the roll up, the crunching up, and the bridges. All right, so we worked on the teaser last time as well. We're gonna march the legs back down. We're gonna start with the teaser prep, okay? So we're gonna start with the legs this way. We're gonna do each side, and then we're gonna go into the teaser with the legs bent. We did them last time as well. I think we did. All right. Okay, so let's start with the legs down, and let's start. I'm starting with the leg that's closest to you up, okay? And it's inner thigh squeezing. If again, we have a lack of flexibility to keep it up there, you can keep it bent, or you can start this way, and as you roll up, you can bend because of the hamstring. Arms to the ceiling. And remember that when we roll all the way up, you can swing the arms to give you some momentum, or if you want to make it a little bit more difficult, it's just going to go straight up and down. Okay? So we're going to start with the arms up overhead, zip inner thighs, and let's roll up to seated. Scoop the abdominals, zip the inner thighs, roll up, reach to the toes, lengthening the spine, but keeping the pelvis rounded. Open up that chest. Breathe out. Keep zipping the inner thighs together and control the descent, and arms can go back up again. And breathe out. So this is the circling of the arm that gives you a little bit more momentum if you want to go. Reach. Pelvis slightly rounded, chest and upper back nice and reaching up. Good. All right, so let's try to do 4 to each side. This is 3. Breathe in to lengthen, breathe out, roll. Good, and 4. Watch your shoulders, good. And keep the arms up here, let's switch legs. This leg goes down, other leg goes up, and inner thigh squeeze. Don't keep the leg too close to you, it's more difficult. So the bent knee on the floor can be further out. Squeeze inner thigh, reach the leg, and let's do our 4 here. Breathe out, scoop, reach, roll. Nice and controlled on the way down. Challenge that rib, arm goes back, and breathe in to lift. Breathe out to roll. Reach, control. Nice, last 2. Good job, everyone. Very nice. Last one. Good. And down. Good. You can stay here, rest for a second. So you can continue with that, or you can march the legs up to 90 degrees, and we're gonna go ahead and go into the teasers here. So be careful with the low back. Now that both legs are gonna go up, you wanna make sure that your pelvis is going to stay rounded the whole time. If you have a hard time coming up, do the swinging arm version to help you with a little bit more momentum, right? So inner thighs together, legs stay here. So we were doing these crunches to help a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna start with the arm up here. If I swing it, I still try to control my inner thighs stay together, and I reach my arms to my toes. I breathe out, and you control down as much as you can. All right, so we're gonna do about 3 to 4 of these. And for those of you who are a bit more advanced, we can today try to straighten the leg a little bit as well. If not, stay with any of the previous versions, okay? Now, the swinging of the arm is gonna give you that momentum. If you wanna make it harder, you just roll up with the arms reaching to the feet, pelvis rounded, upper back straight. It's not straight, but lengthening. Scoop, come down nice and slow, and go back to the arms up overhead. Reach, lengthen that spine at the top if you can. Zip the inner thighs to give you that control. Good. It's very hard to do it looking at you. Good. And then when you come down, let's rest for a second. All right. So for those of you who want to try straightening the legs a little bit, again, this is really harsh on your low back. So don't try to do it if you think you're not ready for it because you have the weight of the legs, and make sure that your pelvis is rounded and your low back is slightly rounded the entire time you're doing this. Okay? So we also start with the knee bend. You come up, you roll, and then when you feel you have control, you can start straightening and reaching the arm. Pelvis stays nice and long, and you can either roll down, keeping your legs straight, or if that's too much, you come back down with the knees bending to help you with the roll down. Okay? You don't need to straighten the legs. You don't need to straighten it all the way either. You do need to keep your pelvis and your low back tucked and rounded. Otherwise, it's going to affect your low back, okay? So let's play around with it if you want to, or continue any of the previous versions, this one, or just keeping the knees bent. Okay? So breathe out. It's still nice and controlled. Keep that pelvis rounded. Reach the legs and the arms. And then come down, zipping that inner thigh, controlling the back as much as you can, and bend the knees back in. That's what we're doing for today. So try anywhere between 2 to 4. Keep playing with it. When you're done, just hug the knees. You can also remember, swing the arms and straighten the legs and reach and come down and bend and reach and swing, or just roll. Okay? When you're done, hug. You should be nice and hot. Those are some serious exercises. We're gonna come back one more, and we're gonna hold it there for a few seconds, okay? Knees bent or straight. So let's come up. Find your teaser, zip the inner thigh, reach the arms, and give me 3 breaths here. Keep it bent, it's fine, keep it bent. Round the pelvis. Scoop and lift those abdominals. Good. 3 breaths. Don't go down. Bring your hands to the ground. March one leg up at a time. Good. From this position, I want you to come into your elbows. So Mona, if you cannot come into the elbows, just go into your back and do the exercise, just the leg part of it, okay? So we're gonna be on the elbows. You're gonna press into the elbows and squeeze the scapulas. You're gonna march the legs up. Watch your low back. So round the pelvis like you're trying to imprint, then imprint again, bring both legs up. Press, lift the chest, look up, and we're gonna drop the knees to the right, pelvis comes up, do a semicircle down and around, bring it to the left and back to center. Reverse direction, breathe in to drop, breathe out, circle. What's happening with your elbows, your chest, and your upper body? Nothing. So look up, keep that chest lifted, keep the pelvis rounded, and keep giving me these small circles. Reverse direction, keep pressing into the elbows, lift the chest. Good, one more to each direction. Breathe in to drop, breathe out. These are called hip circles. And we're doing just the prep. It's the very beginner variation of this exercise. Okay, the full variation will be with the legs straight and also the arms straight. So we'll start with baby steps here. All right, roll down, hug your knees, and rock side to side. Okay, rock yourself back up. And this time we're gonna do our back plank again. I'm gonna keep insisting on this one because this one is hard. So we're doing a reverse plank that we've been doing in the last 2 classes. So again, for those who cannot be here, Mona, you're going to go back down on the floor and just do bridges, okay? So anybody with wrist or shoulders or arm problems, you just go down and do regular bridges. We're gonna press and scapula down, chest down. My elbows are still slightly bent. I cannot straighten it all the way. I have my fingertips facing me. You can definitely have your fingertips facing back, and my feet are sit bones width, yeah? So remember, try them all here and see what works for you. What I need, scapulas down, lift the chest, look up. Now from here, press into your heels, round your pelvis and bridge up. Squeeze. Now press your hands into the ground so your shoulders are away from your, from your ears. Everybody, chest up, pelvis up, chest up, look straight ahead, bring it down. Okay, a lot of you are still like this. So open up your hands, maybe a little wider, keep your elbows slightly bent, but no rounded shoulders. I need the chest to pull out from your shoulders, okay? So press the scapulas down, squeeze the scapulas, lift the chest, okay? Look straight ahead and lift up. Keep your squeezing the scapulas and chest up, glutes go as high as you can, knees straight ahead, come back down. Good, look straight. You're looking forward to your wall, not to the ceiling. Okay, let's try 3 to 4 more. Shoulders and scapulas down, lift the chest, lift. Squeeze those glutes, press into the ground, lift the chest and the glutes, and then tap just a little bit if you can, and go 2. And tap. 3. Good, let's stay up. 4, hold. Squeeze the scapula, lift the chest, march. 4, 3, keep the butt up, abs tight. 2, and 1, bring it down, straighten the legs, lift the arms, and stretch forward. Oh, round your back, release your head. Your knees can be bent here, it's fine. Okay, let's roll all the way down. So legs straight, arms in front of you, scoop the abdominals, roll down, hands on the ground, bend your knees, imprint, lift either one knee at a time or both legs come up. And we're gonna do that lower abdominal exercise again to prepare us for the roll over. So arms, scapulas pressing down. You're gonna breathe out. We're gonna keep the knees bent again. Keep your heels close to you, not away from you. And we're gonna try to lift the pelvis off the ground and bring your knees to the chest or shoulders. So breathe out and bring it down, okay? Nice. Squeeze. If any of you have any issues with neck and shoulders and this is too much effort, then just try to lift a little bit and bring it down, okay? And go. Good control, up and down, the same control. Control it on the way down as well. Let's do one more. Nice. Okay, so let's give it a try today and try to do it with the legs a bit straighter. So you're gonna breathe out, scoop, try to lift the pelvis, reach the legs back, and then control it back down. Okay, keep the scapulas and the shoulders down. If anybody has anything behind their head, please make sure to remove it. Your head should be on the ground and your arms are working pretty hard. Continue with the knees bent, totally fine. Those who can try with the legs straight, go ahead. So scoop, roll the legs back and come down. So we're rolling just the bottom ribs here or to about chest level. Good, control it both directions. Keep the head down when the legs go down. 3. Keep pressing scapulas and arms on the ground. Let's try 2 more. 4. And 5. Good, if you've had enough, hug the knees and rock side to side. That's good, better than last time. So most of you can get up pretty good there. It's really nice. All right, so from here, one last one for the lower abdominals. We also did this last time, which is the variation or the prep for the corkscrew, which is also the semicircles that we've been doing today. So the legs are to the ceiling, okay? Body is nice and straight, arms on the ground, or You can keep your legs at any angle that you need for your back and hamstring. We're gonna drop the legs to the side, pelvis comes up, but shoulders don't. You're gonna breathe out, bring the legs, circle them to the center, stabilize, keep circling it to the left and back to starting position. So it's a full circle all around. Reverse the direction. Breathe in to drop. Breathe out, circle. Stabilize the back in the middle. Now lift the pelvis when you go to the other side and back in. One more to each side. I'm going to do it with the knees bent. Breathe in. Okay, so really allow those legs to move in the hip joint. That's 4. Okay, we're going to do 4 more. If you had your knees bent, if you had your legs straight, just keep it. So we're going to drop it to the side. You're going to circle around. When you bring it across to the other side, I want you to lift the pelvis, bring it back, and bring it back to center. Then you're going to drop it to, this is my left. I'm going to circle around. When I bring it across to the other side, I'm going to roll over a little bit, bring it back, and then I bring it back to center. Okay? So let's give it a try. Same thing if the knees are bent. So I'm going to go away from you. I'm going to circle it in the center. My pelvis always realigned. It goes back towards the camera. I'm going to roll it up off the ground a bit. Bring the pelvis back. Bring the legs to center to reset and start. Then I'm going to drop it to you. I'm going to circle around, square the pelvis, go to the other side. Shoulders never lift. Try to roll the pelvis on the side and then bring everything back down and back to center. Try one more to each side and see if it works. Drop, circle, back, nice and neutral, roll it off, roll it down, anchor the tailbone center, and then to up to the side. And back to center. Good job. And hug the knees and side to side again. Nice work. This is a little bit harder. Okay, so we're gonna do part of a neck pull. It's the hardest exercise for me, for people with tight back. So if you guys who have tight back have a towel or something to put under your low back, go ahead and do that. I don't have any of the mats here, so I'll try to roll up as best as I can. Now, the neck pull, legs are straight and inner thighs are together. Hands are gonna come behind your head. Let's just start with simple curls or crunches. So I have my elbows and my shoulders wide, my scapula gently squeezing. I want you to breathe out, scoop the inner thighs, scoop the abdominals, crunch up without pulling the neck, and then roll back down again. So breathe out and down. Breathe out. Try to go a little higher each time. 4. Zip that inner thigh, pull the pelvic floor. 5. Let's go to 8, 3 more. 6. 7. And 8. Good. All right, so for those of you who want to give it a try for the neck pull, I'm going to try to put this band under my low back, otherwise I can't roll up at all. I'm going to have to support my low back. The plunge is better, okay? And you have to roll all the way up. So you're going to have to breathe out, press, scoop to roll. I can't. You're going to pull down, stack the spine, lean back, and roll down. All right? So let's try to at least maybe come up, maybe not, okay? So zip everything, you crunch, you pull, you come all the way forward, and then you straighten the spine, and then you lean back and try to roll down. Some of you who don't have a tight back, this is not as difficult as it's looking for me. Nice, Tabata, that's great. Scoop, press, fold forward, stack the spine, lean back a little bit, and then round the pelvis and roll down one bone at a time. Great job. Let's try to do one more. Lean, 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 lean. Nice work, everyone. Good. That's really beautiful. Nice job. Yep. Good. Very good. All right. So from that position, let's roll down and let's go into a little bit of a plank. And then we're going to move on to some side stuff. Okay, we still have time. All right, so if you're already up, just go into a plank position. If you want to make it difficult, like I'm going to do, you can start from this position. So hand next to shoulders, elbows reaching back. You can curl the toes, knees on the ground, and either come into your knee plank or a full plank. You can straighten the legs from here. Okay, so roll the shoulders down, lift your core, and then press with the arms into a plank. So you can do knee plank, you can do full plank, you can do elbow plank, okay? Any plank is okay. We're gonna lengthen the leg and lift. So I need your body in a full line. Shoulders down, press into the ground and open up the scapula. Shift the chest forward, scoop the belly round the tailbone, lift one leg up and reach it back. Bring it down. Breathe out, scoop the abdominals, lengthen the other leg, reach it back. Don't change the position of the back or pelvis, and down. 3. So Muna, you can be here and just lift the legs here. That's fine. Okay? 4. Let's try to go to 10. Press your fingers into the ground. 5. Go long. 6. Lengthen that tailbone, lift from the back of the thigh. 7. Lift the abdominals, keep rounding those scapulars. 8. 9. And 10. Good, come all the way down. Nice. And we're gonna go into swan. So from here, bring your hands forward, aligned with your head. Forearms on the ground. Let's start with baby swan. So either legs together, sit bones width or wider if you need it. And then pull the shoulders and scapulas down, tuck your chin in, lengthen the neck, all the way down to the tailbone. On the breath out, lift the belly off the ground, and then press into the ground and lift your chest off the ground. Hold it, lift the hands up, abs lifted, work that upper back, and then bring it down and down. And again, breathe in, shoulders, scapulas down, lengthen the spine and the tailbone. Breathe out, scoop the abdominals, and try to come up. Using the same back muscles that you felt when you released the arm, and then come back down again. And 3, breathe in to lengthen, shoulders, scapulas down. Breathe out, press into the ground. Lift, shift that chest forward and lift it. Keep the abs tight. Lift the arms with no change on the lower back. Good. Now, let's try to go a little higher without lifting the arms. We know what we need to work now. So keep the hands here. Breathe in to lengthen the whole body. Lift those abdominals off the ground on the breath out. And then breathing into the back, try to come up into your swan. And if you can continue lifting through your spine, keep going. The abs are lifting with you. And then if you feel, oh, it's getting to my low back, then you need to come down and re-engage the abdominals, and down you go. Okay, so Muna, you can continue with this, or if it bothers you, just do prone arm reaches so your arms are not working at all. Okay? For those of you who want to continue with a deeper swan, just make sure that your abdominals are really working. You're lifting through the spine. Tamara, lift your head in line with the spine. In line with the spine. Good. Pull. Keep the head in line with the spine. Keep lifting the abdominals. Keep lifting. Make sure that you're working even on both sides of the spine. My abs are lifted, my legs are reaching. Okay, if I close my legs in, it really compresses my low back. So whatever is comfortable for you is fine. Give me 2 more. Breathe in to lengthen. Breathe out, pull the abdominals in. Stay long as you breathe in or out to come up. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Good. Good, Rasha. Nice. Keep lifting those abdominals, okay? Make a pillow with your hand and take a breath. For those of you who want, you can stretch back into child's pose, so toes together, knees apart. Round your pelvis and push, 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 push your sit bones to the heels and stretch that low back. Good, then roll yourself up and we're gonna come into our knees, okay? I'm gonna lift my camera a little bit more so you can see me better. So we're gonna come into our knees and we're going to be doing a little bit of side work and then we're gonna end it with this. So I want you to bring your right leg out. I have my pointing in line with my leg, my knees under my hip, and my pelvis is trying to stay as squared as possible towards you. Okay, so I need you to actually squeeze your butt, tuck your tailbone, lift the abdominals. So the butt is going to be working all the time, otherwise your pelvis is going to shift back. Okay, so squeeze and pull. The back foot, you're going to try to keep it in line with this leg as best as you can. Now, hands behind the head, lift the abdominals, tuck your pelvis and lean over to the side. Keep reaching the straight leg away from the body. Go as far as you can without collapsing. So you should feel work happening on this side. And pull yourself back up. So watch the shoulders. Down, wide scapulas, wide elbows. Squeeze the scapulas a little bit and tuck and lean. Keep the leg leaning the other way. Keep the pelvis reaching, pushing forward. Go away from the body. We're going that way. And pull yourself back in. Watch your neck, Simone, and your shoulders. And imagine somebody's pulling you this way. You're lifting, 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 reaching, reaching, and bring it back. Good. Tuck the pelvis. 4. Breathe in. Away, away, not this way, away, straight body. I shouldn't see a lot of bending going on. This should stay straight, yeah? So reach, reach, see how this is as straight as possible, not rounded. Tuck that pelvis, reach away, woo, that's what should happen. Bring it in. So now we're gonna try to straighten the arm, bring it back and come up. Tuck the pelvis and reach away. Reach, 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 reach. Stay where you can hold. Reach the arms. Now try to touch your ceiling. Go, 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 go. Bring it back. Bring it in. Okay, you should be feeling a lot of work here. Go. 2. Tuck the pelvis. Squeeze those glutes. Reach away. Now try to reach the ceiling. You want to grab it. Bring it back. Squeeze scapulas, elbows wide. Pull it in. Good. Phew, I'm out of breath. And go. 3. Tuck the pelvis. Ribs in. Away, away from the body. You should be able to lift it so easy. Reach. Away. Not to the side, to the ceiling. Corner of your room. Pull it back. Pull it in. Last one. Go. Reach. Reach. Go, go, go. Grab the light in the ceiling. Pull it back. Pull it in. All right. 4 rotations, and then we switch sides. Tuck, squeeze, lengthen, and go. Now rotate to the floor. but your whole body is still going that direction. Come back in, come back up. Okay? So keep the shoulders and the elbows here and go. Reach away from the ribs are pulling away from the pelvis. Tuck the pelvis. Squeeze the glutes. When you feel this leg is going to float, that's where you reach. Keep reaching the body away from you. Squeeze the glutes. Breathe out. Breathe in back to side. Breathe out. None of this stuff. 2 more. Squeeze scapulas, lengthen, and you're reaching everything up, 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 up. If this leg is gonna lift, this is where you stop. Tuck the pelvis. Rotate, lengthening. Elbows wide, squeeze the scapulas, breathing out. Come back. Press the head into the hand. Come up. Last one, go. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Whatever breath you can, breathe in. So don't lose your alignment, yeah? Bring the leg in, sit back, stretch. Roll back up. Let's do the other side. All right, so this leg comes back, comes out. Okay, the pelvis is square, so the leg is not in line with you, it's slightly forward, so the hips can align. Drop the pelvis, back leg in line with this thigh, tuck the pelvis, pull the ribs in, and lengthen the spine. Keep your glutes squeezing and go up and over, up and over. I don't want to see any bend. I want to see lengthen. Lengthen, mon amour. You're bending on this side. Don't bend. Lift, 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 pull. Okay? And again, squeeze the pelvis. Pull the abdominals. Pull yourself up. Keep lifting yourself. Lift yourself. Lift yourself. Lift. Good. And pull back in. Good. 3. Tuck the pelvis. Lift. So we're going that direction, not that direction. Go up, 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 up and over, and pull. Last one. Tuck the pelvis. Pull the abdominals, lift. Nice. Let's extend the arms this time, okay? So tuck, pull the abdominals in and go. Lift, 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 lift. Reach the arms to grab the lights at the ceiling. Pull it back in. Pull back. Good. And go. Breathe in to lengthen, breathe out, go. Away, away, away. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, pull. And come back. 2 more. Tuck the pelvis and go. Reach, 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 reach. Away. Pull it in. And in. I'm out of breath. And go 4. Keep that pelvis pressed in. And in. All right. Last 4, the rotation. So tuck that pelvis, pull the abdominals, and let's go. Breathe in to reach. Stay long. Breathe out. You're lengthening. Push the back of the head into your hand and keep that pelvis reaching forward. Back to center and back in. So watch this, guys. Collapsing, collapsing. Open up. Open the elbows. Keep it open. Go reach. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep that pelvis pushing forward. Press the back of the head into your hands. You're still lengthening. And back. Your heads are like this, all of you. Your heads are like this. Press back. Good. 3. Keep that pelvis forward. Lengthen. Back to center. Woo! Last one. Go. Pelvis in. Scapula squeezing. Back of the head stays into the hands. All right, let's stretch toes together, knees apart, hands forward, get into your child's pose. Okay, reach the arms as far forward as you can, as wide as you need it to be. Round the pelvis towards the heel. Relax your head down and press your chest down. Breathe into your back. Good. Come up a little bit. Bring one arm down and across. I have to bring my camera down a bit. Okay. So come up, one arm stays here, the other one goes across, rest your head, and keep your butt reaching back and towards the ceiling, and just try to reach this hand across. The top hand, if you need to bend, you can. I like to keep it straight, I like to stretch it. Okay, reach this arm all the way across. Keep your butt back into the ceiling. Nice, and then bring it in and do the other side. Bring the arm across, head goes down, keep reaching, and then try to keep the butt back. Nice, and then bring it back in. Keep your butt still up, and just press the chest down if you need to. I'm gonna sit back a little bit, and I'm gonna roll up. And roll the shoulders back. Oh, nice. Okay. Nice work. We did a lot of core today. A lot of core. The side stuff is prepping us to do those side leg stuff that hopefully we'll progress into. But everybody did such a beautiful job. Really nice. I'm just going to stop the recording. And